Hey, Venturers. Support Venture Forth by hitting that subscribe button.
Hi, I'm Elia.
Ramsey.
Phillippa.
Vil.
Shaw. And I'm your DM, Seth. Welcome to Venture Forth.
Gather round, ye gentles, I've another tale to tell of woe-begotten heroes and repentant ne'er-do-wells, of villains and their scheming and the fools that heed the call, sweet melodies to ensure that they venture forth. They venture forth, they venture, dueling dragons in a dungeon, toppling trolls till the tolls are peeled. Of course they venture forth, they venture. Thou mayst have to trust an archfey when a devil's at thine heels. When last we left our heroes in a tavern or a cave, they dispatched a dark displacer, found some sullen sops to save. There's a mage with much ambition, there's a Borgin at the gate. The real threat's a politician, and it's time they met their fate. Lo, now forth they venture, forth they venture. They'll be haggling with Sahagin, tricking mimics lie in wait. Of course they venture, forth they venture, cleaving cloakers into clothing, hacking and pegs into plate. Forth they venture, forth they venture, bringing justice to the helpless, making evildoers pay. Of course they venture, forth they venture, they forsake their broken story, write a new one on their way. Ladies and gentlemen, folks, fae, and fiends, gather your party.
When last we left our heroes. In the aftermath of the first sprouting celebration, you learned that Governor Blackrock has fallen. In the chaos of the evening, guests were escorted to designated holding areas, while the coin clubs, the Thorn Watch, and the governor's private security sorted through attendees, checking names against the guest list and confirming identities. As you were escorted to the relic hall, Tackett called in a favor from Elia and asked for her help interviewing a group being held under suspicion of involvement with the evening's events. Tackett and Elia tried many tactics to get the chaotic group to cooperate, but clever and slippery as they were, it was slow going. At the end of his patience, Tackett threatened the thieves with indefinite imprisonment and worse, and eventually they did relent. The group told Tackett and Elia they had been sent to a meeting place north of town, where a lizardfolk shaman named Ugzi gave them their task, to find the 14-sided object that has lately been the focus of so many concerns here within Blackrock. Meanwhile, downstairs, the rest of you sat amid the various treasures of the relic hall when a small gnomish figure was shoved into your holding area. He had, as it turned out, been meaning to speak with you all along. Bilderun Bigglebopper, known to most as Bill, shared his problem, a string of unexplained deaths at his logging camps. And after a quick measure of his character and a group conversation around next steps, you agreed to help if you were able. You then set about waiting effectively for whatever order of clearance that you need to wait for. You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's weird. My glasses caught on my nose ring and pulled it.
Oh no! Sudden gasp. I saw. Yeah, you were like you saw something. That was great. Oh no! But we come back to you all. You are here within the Relic Hall, surrounded by the governor's private collection of her various treasures. As you guys sit here, you hear dimly through the closed door the slow sort of dying of noise. You hear, occasionally like, "This is preposterous," and all these different kind of phrases. But eventually that dull roar dims, and it gets quieter as you find yourselves alone in this room. Well, not alone, but with Bill and your few guards in attendance. The sun has fully set now. It is night out. Is there anything in particular you guys are doing while you're waiting here in this room?
I just think I could probably get the dagger if I...
Sure.
What?
Why don't we just come back when there's not coin clubs around every corner and the governor hasn't literally just been executed?
I already tried to take something, and there are too many coin clubs around.
Fair enough. I just want something for our next endeavor, is kind of what I'm getting
Yes,
at.
your insecurity in your abilities is well documented. But I don't think now is the time.
What are you talking about?
He wants the dagger because he doesn't think he can perform.
I think he can perform fine. He's been
I'm not.
performing.
I am speaking to his opinions about himself, not my evaluation.
I think that's an incorrect evaluation.
Not been doing as well as I wanted.
There's no evaluation that.
Right, you're here with us. So sorry.
What have you been up to today?
You're coming through something.
What happened in that thing?
I don't want to talk about it in front of all the coin clubs.
You're right. It's much more normal for us to just whisper in the corner.
Yeah, obviously.
Do you need to be here?
And are we going to be released at sometime soon, or
To do.
will someone be bringing food in?
Oh,
You see as like the coin club kind of looks at you guys. You're hungry?
Well,
Did you not eat? Did you not get it?
Yes, but it's been
We're busy
what, an
saving
hour
your
at least?
asses.
We did kill many of those creatures.
Yes, it
so-
works up quite the appetite, dispatching justice unto those
And I
that
can't
would...
really eat in this dress, so I haven't
That's
eaten
actually
quite
true.
yet.
Yeah.
It's rather sexist of you not to have observed that prior.
More wine.
Gee, okay. And he.
Also, mostly, if Taka could just let us know how long we're expected to remain, because obviously we were not part of any.
He just starts to cross the room like, as you guys.
Because obviously we were not part of any actions that happened here tonight since we tried to save
He
everyone.
opens the door, and as the door swings open, you see standing there, like almost prepped to knock on the door. You see Tackett as he like steps back briefly.
As I'm like yelling.
Tackett's. Everything all right in here?
Taggart, are we free?
Can we
to-
go now?
He
More ale.
turns to the coin club. They're fine, and he waves you guys all out and waves you out of the room. He kind of like does a quick glance at all of you and then looks down at Bill. Mr. Bigglebopper, you can go. And Bill's like, oh, all right. Well, you don't want me to stick around or anything? I thought some stuff. And Taggett's like, no. All right, Taggett. Well, maybe I kind of talked to these guys, and they might be able to actually help me out with the thing that I was talking to you about the other day. So, is that? And he just like holds a thumbs up. Taggett looks at you all and kind of raises an eyebrow.
Upstanding citizens.
We'll decide. We'll get back to you on that, Bill.
Well, I mean, okay, if you guys can, it's fine. I appreciate any help, but
It seems like we likely can, but we might have some pressing matters. We need to.
Yes.
yeah, no. Oh, it's fine. People are just, dying out there. So, anyway, thanks, guys, and I appreciate you very much. And maybe I'll catch you later.
People are dying everywhere.
But have a good night. And if you need to see me, I told you guys where I lived, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So yeah, stop on by anytime. And he like holds up his belt, and on the way out, he kind of gives eyes at the coin club who like shoved him in here. Just kind of like, see you later. Walks out of the door, and Tackett just kind of watches him leave. All right. Sorry, it's been a little bit.
Did you find anyone else, or?
I've been with the ambassador.
Is he doing well?
His injuries have been tended to, and well, he
will survive. Yes.
He's fine.
May I ask, what are the nature of his injuries? Because wasn't he with the governor?
He was. Some of the creatures appeared within the governor's study, which is where they were when everything apparently happened. It seems to be, as far as I can tell, we're not too sure. So why don't you come on out? There's actually, you guys saw just as much as pretty much anybody else did. So there's some questions we have for you. Most of everybody has been sent home at this point. So it's just, well, all of you having been witnesses to what you saw, and the other members of the council. And he turns and walks out of the room with you guys and brings you into, basically goes straight across the hall and you see that he walks you into the parlor. There are couches that are here and spread out. There's a small piano up on a sort of slight raised balcony over on the left-hand side. And you can see that there are a variety of figures here kind of sitting amongst the couches and holding various drinks or little bits of food.
As we're walking, I'm holding my one. I had to take off my one boot that got cut, so I'm kind of like clumping as we go through this chamber.
Doing that like up and down as you gotcha.
Just
Cool.
begrudgingly holding on to the boot that got torn.
In this space, you see a collection of figures. First, the one that catches your eye is the one that is most new to all of you. You see Ambassador Nailorin Windbros. He is, his arm is covered in a bandage. You see that he has rents in his otherwise very beautiful green robes, like across the chest, across the shoulder. There are very clear signs of a struggle. He is not bleeding. It appears as though the wounds were mended, but the rents in the clothing are still apparent and there. He does have a bandage around one arm, his left, and he is kind of sitting, hands folded, with a look of practiced patience. You see another figure that is sitting in an armchair that is sized for a human, but very small. You see another figure. You see a halfling woman, probably in her 80s.
Oh.
She is a barely 3 feet tall. She has like carefully coiled silvered hair. She has sort of bright blue-green eyes and wears a finely tailored dark green silk with silver thread that looks completely untouched. And she's holding a small goblet of some amber liquid in her hand as she just kind of observes the room. You see as well, standing, not too far away, kind of almost pacing, not in an anxious way, but just staying in motion. You see very tall, very broad, his velvet sort of brocade vest he's got. You see puffing on his bare carved pipe. You see Vincent Hughes. And you also see a figure that some of you guys recognize that is a new arrival. He was not here earlier this evening, but you see a sort of broad-shouldered, once formerly muscled body that is now since gone a little portly, sort of a slight belly, and the sort of like a wide nose, wide mouth with that sort of slightly ruddy reddish hue. You see kind of deep auburnish hair that does appear to be kind of thinning here at the top, probably in his 50s. You see
Human.
You see Captain Drovis Ingrad, the leader of the coin clubs here within Blackrock.
So that portly fellow is not.
Portly fellow is Drovis.
Is Drovis.
Is Drovis,
Okay.
yeah. He is wearing his coin club uniform, but on his left hand, on his pinky finger, you see a pretty relatively large signet ring. And upon it is the tree and cogs of Stillgate of Ondale.
Okay.
You, and I believe that is...
That's Drovis is wearing that?
Drovis is wearing that.
So there's the ambassador, there's the halfling woman, Vincent,
then
Drovis,
Drovis.
and then is
Avralda is also here.
How big, like, as we're entering this room, do I have a moment to pull Ramsey aside?
As you guys are crossing the hallway, you can if you like. Yeah, Tackett doesn't make any move to stop you or anything like that.
Do we know this as the full council?
It is not the full council. It is only the members that were in attendance at the party this evening. There are a few people who are missing. The harbor master is missing, and there are some other merchant concerns as well that are not currently represented here. You know that of everybody here, the only two that are not on the council are Dargo and the ambassador himself.
Dargo's here too.
Dargo is here as well. You see he is standing in the corner, very still, just sort of clocks you guys all as you come in.
Ramsey, do I tell them about seeing these creatures?
Just hold on a sec, let me lean on you.
And I take off my other shoe while he's doing this. I'm like unbuckling.
What are you doing?
I just gotta even out, it's uncomfortable. May as well be barefoot. Just make sure I don't slip in my socks.
Don't slip.
Okay.
Should I tell them that I've seen these creatures before?
I think no. Remember, extract value without giving any of your own.
Take, don't give.
Not unless we must.
Okay.
They don't look like that trustworthy of a bunch, if you ask me.
No.
Not like us.
I'm like still dripping with like blood and bile from these creatures.
Oh yeah, I've got I've got the blood.
Put it on your face.
Oh my god, I totally forgot.
In the meantime, I've been prestidigitationing myself. I am spotless.
Okay, gotcha.
You're clean.
You're all clean.
I look,
That's a
And we had asked for rags and water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you
But
go.
did you use it?
No,
I don't
my
know.
face is clean, but
Yeah.
my clothes.
Your clothes,
I was
yeah.
wearing a white.
Yeah.
that's not gonna come out.
It's not coming out.
I'm so sorry.
That's so
You need
funny.
some sort of enzyme for that.
I need the egg bile.
Yeah, an
Bleach that
activating agent. Yeah,
Maybe they
the
sell that
sun.
in town.
All right. As you guys walk in, Ramsey and Vale finishing up this quick conversation, you kind of bring up the rear as you guys enter into this room. And Tackett, he points to the, there's any number of armchairs and comfortable places to sit, but you guys disperse yourselves throughout the room however you'd like. And Tackett kind of turns to the room, says, all right, well, everybody in this room knows what no one else outside of this room knows, which is that the governor has fallen, but we will get to that in a moment. For now, I think I and most of us are still trying to piece together exactly what it is that happened. So, and he turns to the ambassador. He says, Ambassador Windbros, I know that you have gone over this several times, but I would very much appreciate it. These are guests of the governor, and were very, let us just say, involved and instrumental in ensuring that the death toll was not as high as it could have been this evening. But my friends and associates here, referring to all of you guys, engaged these creatures when they arrived and might have seen something that could tell us exactly what it is that's going on. The ambassador listens and acquiesces with a nod. Yes, of course. As I said, the governor and I were, we were ascending to her chambers. There was something that she wanted to show me, a recent discovery of some kind that had been, as I'm to understand it, found within one of the local mining claims. Avralda kind of, Her arms are crossed. She looks not exuberant, but is kind of like eyeing the ambassador, and her eyes also keep, actually at the mention of that, her eyes, like her head cocks over to Dargo, who is standing in the corner. It was found, and well, it's rather unique from what I understand, and given my proclivities within West Regional Guard, she asked that I inspect it, see what it was. We were within her study. She brought out the device and, well, was explaining to me the very few properties that she'd come to understand about it. And he sort of struggles for a moment for words. She appears to have activated it in some capacity. There was some magical property that, given that I haven't been able to truly examine it, and he also looks over at Dargo, I'm unable to say with any certainty what it is that happened. But a very short time later, the creatures arrived. They were,
Insight. There's so many dice.
He's lying.
Oh. I thought he was rolling all of those for attacking us.
Oh.
I was like,
That
why
would be
are you rolling
wild.
10 dice?
Fireball.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure of the origin of these creatures, but I can be relatively certain they are aberrative in nature. But they arrived as if, well, the only way I can explain it is some form of teleportation magic. They arrived nearly instantaneously and were in the room with us without ever having entered. Having seen teleportation magic and being very familiar with it from Westreach, I can only assume that's how they arrived. And after that, I was in a fight for my life, alongside the governor, unfortunately. Well, the governor fell. There were two of the larger creatures in the room with us, and, well, it was chaos. You can attend their corpses as you have, see what has been made of them. That is all I know. After that point, coin clubs arrived shortly thereafter, as well as Mr. Dargo's security, and you know about as much as I do after that. And Tackett turns to you guys. And out on the lawn, again, I know you've all kind of been over this, but if you wouldn't mind sharing anything that you saw, anything of relevance, anything you might have known about these creatures. Did they speak? Was there any apparent target? Did they...
Well, they had a sort of jovial nature to them, if anything could be attributed to them. They cackled quite a bit, no? I don't know what the
Quite
joke was.
annoying, actually.
But yes, they seemed very blissful about the occasion.
They also appear to have teleported in from... They weren't there and then they were there.
Same.
The mists, though, came with them. It wasn't as misty beforehand, and then as soon as they arrived, it seemed like they came from this fog.
I noticed that as well, the ambassador said. That is odd.
Was there a fog indoors when they teleported?
Indeed, there was, which is typically not normal. Effectively, well, the environ around a subject of teleportation, unless they're holding on to something, very rarely transports with the creatures.
What exactly did the governor do to accidentally activate it? Was it a word? Was it twisting it a certain way?
She said nothing. There was no command word, as you might expect with certain magical objects.
Is that a thing?
But
Yes.
sorry. I don't know if that was intended to be not heard. Okay, cool. Then not heard. Excellent.
But he can hear it.
Sorry, no. I didn't hear it either.
I just don't know what command word is.
Excellent. Gotcha.
I'm like, it's
I just wasn't sure if I was supposed to hear that.
No, you're fine.
Gotcha. By all appearances, well, the patterns on the object in question shifted.
At her touch, or?
And he finally looks over to Dargo. He says, if we were permitted to investigate the object, perhaps we could elucidate a little further on exactly what has transpired. And Dargo...
Who says that?
The ambassador.
The ambassador.
Says that to Dargo.
Yeah.
Dargo kind of crosses his arms and... Well, it is the governor's property, but...
In lieu of there not being a governor, should not it go back to its original owner?
And Bavralda, at that point, yes, I think that's an excellent suggestion, as a matter of fact. And the, at which point, it would be Drovis. He says, Bavralda, I understand that you are upset, but nevertheless, with the governor fallen, the governor is effectively Blackrock. The object in question is property of Blackrock, not merely the governor. Without the governor present, it would fall to whoever her successor is. But we have no named successor, which I presume is something we are going to chat about this evening.
Right, but it should not be in the arms of the former governor's security, especially if it's going to be investigated for arcane knowledge so that we can ensure this doesn't happen again, correct?
Are you insinuating something?
I'm not insinuating anything. I'm actually just stating that it should be given to somebody to investigate what it does.
I'm holding on to it for safekeeping. We don't know what it does, and we don't know how it was activated.
Well, you'll never figure out what it does. But some of us here might be able to.
I wouldn't presume to know as much as you do, Miss Phillippa. You would be surprised at what I could do.
I'm sure you can do plenty.
What if we take a vote, since it is the people of Black Rocks, and then we can all vote on investigating
Marion,
it together?
At the mention of the vote, Marion, who is the small halfling woman, absent the governor. As a matter of fact, yes, it would technically fall into could be held within the votes. After which point, whenever the following predecessor comes around, then we'll be able to, of course, determine its final resting place. But, Mr. Dargo, and she turns to him, the lady does bring up a good point. It should be investigated by perhaps the most qualified individual here. And she turns to the ambassador.
Mm-hmm.
And go ahead.
If I may, the ambassador has already had some time with the objects. They're not more neutral parties. There's an arcanist by the name of Morbius Telm who was in attendance. Maybe he would be an appropriate outside resource so that it's less of a loaded thing to investigate.
So it's then somebody who's from Blackrock.
The ambassador turns to you. I'm here at the request of the former governor. Is there a problem with me
No,
doing
there's
something?
no problem at all. But we can't be sure, the people of Blackrock and this council can't be sure that you won't decide that it needs to be taken back.
Also,
to Ulgar or wherever you hail from.
I don't mean to overstep the investigative efforts of our wonderful authorities here, but you were the only other person here in the room with the governor when she died. So I don't know. Well, it's just not exactly a neutral evaluation.
I agree with him for once.
Intrinsically.
Perception or persuasion rolls, the three of you.
Okay, you guys, this is all on you.
We're so good at this.
God.
No, I'm not.
Cat.
I am.
Did you roll up your dice
pretty
or
good.
no?
I didn't
No.
actually. That was
Dang.
the problem. Persuasion, only a 16 because I rolled an 8.
Oh, snap.
It's still pretty good, though.
Oh, snap.
I forgot your charisma girl over
I'm
there.
just really good at that.
You actually did the flip
I
in
did.
real
Oh my
life.
god,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
Persuasion, you say?
Yeah, just roll
That's
better
a
than
17.
me.
She
There
gets
we go.
advantage because she's prestidigitation and
Yeah.
it looks very pretty.
17,
Like 16.
8 to 10.
10, okay.
Man, I gotta warm these up. Sorry, guys.
I'm purging
Don't
the
let her
That was a
dice.
bad dice. I told you.
I know, but I'm purging it. We're going
18,
through it.
16, 10.
I mean, for what it's worth, I'm being more like aggressive,
Yeah.
not necessarily
Yeah.
persuasive.
Yeah.
I was like, let's vote. Yeah, we should totally work together.
I'm being a little shit. So,
What?
We got it all covered.
I can see why mine wouldn't work.
The ambassador.
To be fair, I would still like the ambassador to look at it. I just think we should do it together.
I have no ulterior motives for being here. I was here at the request of the governor to investigate this precise object.
Yes, but the governor seemed to be a little bit, not to speak ill of the dead, selfish with her desires, and the town might have different wishes for that object.
Forgive me, I'm not from here. Isn't it a bit odd that the governor had no successor?
Who would answer that? Vincent, actually, at this point, pipes up, takes the pipe from his mouth. Well, it was always let's call it a point of concern. She had no named successor, but with her ancestry and relative good health, there didn't seem to be any reason to rush. Exactly. And with Dargo's otherwise flawless record, and he sort of spreads his hand. It was never any concern for, well, she had many, many years of rulership ahead of her.
Hard to account for extraterrestrial arachnids appearing out of nowhere.
There are only so many contingencies one can come up with. And he looks over and like very, says, like, sweetly, right, Dargo? And Dargo, you see his like eye twitch. Indeed. And the ambassador stands up and sort of begins to cross the room, turns to you all. If anyone else is capable of investigating magical objects, you're more than welcome to check my work. And he walks over and he reaches out to Dargo a hand.
We're all here.
I might be able... Would it be all right, Phillippa? I didn't want to overstep. You're the brains of the operation.
Go for it.
I can speak to things through other means that don't require brains. And I'll like kind of timorously approach.
Okay.
I'm gonna just walk with
you. So Ramsey, you join the ambassador as he walks up to Dargo, holds out his hand, and Dargo reaches into a belt side pouch and he produces a small metallic 14-sided object covered in fractal patterns, and almost funny enough, with the ambassador's earlier words about the pattern shifting, as you look at them, it's like your eyes slide off of the patterns. It's very difficult to track and trace. It's like when you look at anything that's tightly compacted and you kind of lose the line of it, but more.
This is similar to something, right? We've seen this before.
In the cave.
In the cave.
It bears a very, very similar resemblance to the markings in the chamber itself.
Yeah, DM, have I seen it before with the folks underwater?
You've seen something exactly like this.
Exactly like it. Cool.
I mean, the pattern's different.
Patterns are different.
Okay.
Oh,
The
interesting.
patterns were different.
But it's still the same shape.
It's almost
as
so
the
hard to
ones they
track.
put-
You just almost instinctually know that those two things are not the same.
Right.
But they are, well, they're the same, but of a kind, not
Right.
identical.
So it's like
Yeah,
they're
there's
like they're
something.
unique keys, but they're both keys. So when
the shape is
team
the
put it
same, the
into the
size is the
water,
same,
it
the
exploded.
thickness, everything about it is
Okay.
the same. It's just that the patterns are different.
Okay.
holy shit.
And he places it. You see his heavy, clawed hand just drops the object into the palm of the ambassador, who walks in. How big? Yeah. It's about. It fits in your palm. It fits in the palm.
I always thought it was like this big.
No,
thought it
no,
was pretty big too.
it fits in the palm of the hand basically.
Okay, sorry,
so
go
maybe 3 inches across or so.
Oh, okay.
Relatively small, the size of maybe like a very large coin or like a
Average.
Yeah, anything. I mean, it fits in the palm. And the ambassador holds it out and walks to the center of the room, like right in the middle of the parlor where everybody is. And he looks over to you.
Thank you.
Ready?
And I sit down, crisscross applesauce, and I place it like in my lap, like kind of on my ankles. And I pull from my belt my harmonica.
Yeah, you do.
Don't you put a curse on me or anything. And as I'm creating these sounds and these emanations are like materializing out from the harmonica toward, you can see these iridescent, shifting from pink to green, very, very translucent, almost imperceptible waveforms materializing and fluctuating and softly wafting over to the object and almost encasing it as it vibrates, and harmonic frequencies are exchanged between these as they warp backward and warble backward into the harmonica and into my mind as I cast Identify.
Okay.
And while you're playing, as I've done many times in the past, I place 2 fingers on your shoulder blade, and 3 points of light quickly move from my fingers into the shoulder blade and up along the back of your neck and just emblaze right there for a moment as I cast guidance.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. with the new guidance, I believe you have to pick or specify a skill with the new version of it.
Oh, that's
I
fun.
think.
Oh, nice.
It
says creature
works differently, I believe.
Is this the new or the old?
I would say
with the new
legacy.
version.
Legacy if it's the old one.
So I think this is the new one.
That new.
Oh, PHB 2024. You touch a willing creature and choose a skill. Until the spell ends, the creature adds 1d4 to any ability check using that chosen skill.
Intelligence.
So
That's not a skill.
Investigation, or Arcana maybe? I don't know.
Or Arcana, yeah.
What would be
Arcana?
Not history.
I'll pick Arcana. Yeah.
Cool. All right. As you do this and this emanation goes, the ambassador does with you at the same time, reaches out a finger and places it on the object alongside you. Mm-hmm. And you see as he whispers, speaks aloud an incantation. And his hand briefly, you see this sort of green plasmatic kind of energy encase his hand as he casts Identify as well. Mm-hmm. Make an Arcana check.
His magic is green plasma.
What's that about?
Don't let me say it.
What's that stuff?
Oh,
we've done it.
We've done
it? Thank you.
We've done it.
Thank you. These are cursed dice. He is cleansing them. I am happy.
I'm helping.
Yes.
I'm helping.
He's helping.
I'm at a D4.
They're really pretty. I want to roll
for
them.
guidance?
Yeah. Ooh.
You get all of them?
+0. So that is a 22.
22.
Nice.
Okay,
there we go.
We love to see it.
Okay,
that's great.
That is enough. The ambassador also succeeds.
Cool.
Ramsey, as the notes begin to reverberate between this object and your harmonica, and you feel as those same carried on those vibrations, the innate magical essence of this thing. And you feel it fighting your attempt to discern its nature. But you find a resonance and a feeling not too unfamiliar, like a few days ago in the chamber. You understand this object shares very similar properties to that of the chamber that you were in several days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you were able to identify the lattice key.
Ooh.
Lattice key.
Any attempt to identify this object must first succeed on a DC 15 Arcana check.
Nice.
A failure.
Good job.
That was,
good job.
And good roll and good call.
Holy
good call.
cow.
A failure means
investigation could have been.
A failure means that the same creature cannot cast Identify on it until 24 hours have elapsed.
Oh, shit.
This flat, 14-sided metallic object fits in the palm and is no thicker than a few stacked coins. Every face and edge is marked by fractal patterns that seem to fold further inward the longer you look. Each of these first children constructs is paired with a magical suspension chamber. While holding the key, a creature can take the use an object action to insert it into the chamber it is paired with. Doing so can seal or unseal the chamber. No check is required to do so, and the chamber stays in that state until the key is used again. Using this property does not require attunement to the key. The key is simultaneously lock and gate. While attuned to the key, a creature can use the key's other property. Beacon. As a magic action, while holding the key, an attuned creature can activate it, propagating its unique magical signature for 1 minute. For that minute, any creature familiar with the signature knows the key's location to within 100 feet, even if the key is on another plane of existence. Mm-hmm. While the signature is active, a creature familiar with this signature and able to cast plane shift can do so without the tuning fork normally required as a material component.
Tuning fork.
A creature that travels this way appears in a random, unoccupied space within 100 feet of the key.
Mm-hmm.
Familiar signatures. Attuning to a lattice key makes a creature familiar with that key's signature, and it stays familiar even after the creature's attunement to the key ends. A creature can be familiar with no more than 3 key signatures at once. If attuning would grant a 4th, it must forget one signature of its choice.
This is crazy.
I look up at the ambassador.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of expression is on his face?
Make an insight check for me.
Oh.
Nice.
19.
Confirmation.
So not surprise.
Surprise, but a satisfaction
That he was right.
that denotes something.
I can't believe I used all my spells to interrogate people.
I wonder what he's thinking, you know? If
Yeah,
only we
I
could,
wonder what he's
if only we
thinking.
So way to tell
could fucking do that.
Thinking, God.
It's fine.
And you see that the moment of surprise, satisfaction quickly covered up. And we'll find out what that means when we come back from break.
Hey, nerds.
Hey, nerds.
If you are looking for a way to support Venture Forth, becoming a Patreon member is the most direct way to support us.
Not only do you get access to exclusive VF perks, but you also become a key player in keeping our show going and growing.
You see the studio? This is in large part thanks to our generous Patreon members and the sweat equity of our boys.
Going to conventions, having original artwork created for the show, and maybe even some merch we can offer are all ways that your contributions help Venture Forth.
In our entry-level option, you get access to behind-the-scenes moments, plus high-quality versions of the original soundtrack created by Shane O'Loughlin.
You also get exclusive access to special channels in our Discord where you can have spoiler chats with other members of our community.
And maybe even ask us questions.
Munch, just come in.
Push the door open. You can do it.
You can do it. You're so strong. Push
There you go. Push.
a little harder. Push
Come
the door,
on.
you little rat. If all that sounds cool, members of our $25 tier get access to an exclusive monthly meeting Seth and I have called DM Office Hours, where we can answer any burning questions you have in the chat, give you special attention.
And if you are really enthusiastic, you can join our top tier, wherein you get exclusive one-on-one meetings with either DM Seth or DM Shane every single month, where you can talk about anything under the sun. Keep it D&D related.
Our Patreon members are the lifeblood of Venture Forth. If you want to be part of that and keep this show going and growing, scan this QR code now.
Somewhere.
It's there.
It's there. I promise it's there.
Forth they venture. Forth they... Yeah, got him. Oh, hey, what's happening? Just beat myself in a little tic-tac-toe. Don't worry about that. But hey, what you should know is that I am the Herald of Hollowpot. And I'm here to talk to you about Hollowpot's Herald, a newsletter in video format that you may watch to learn a little bit about the Venture Forth, get out of here, Lint, the Venture Forth team and behind the scenes action. I'm going to give you updates on what's happening with cons, DM office hours, Patreon, Seth dropping supplements and magic items and all beasties and all kinds of fun stuff for you in the chaos of Rust, because you can just never tell. And also interviews of the cast. I will be interviewing the cast from time to time, brought for you specifically. Now, let me tell you what you gotta do. I got a checklist here, so one second. Okay. What you gotta do, you gotta go to Patreon. You're gonna go to Patreon, you're gonna sign up, free member. You don't have to click pay. And then boom, you're gonna get updates for when the Herald drops. Now, a couple days after that, the Words edition is gonna come out because some of you like to read. Oh, also from time to time, I answer questions from the Discord. Sometimes people in Discord ask questions, and if I catch it, I'm gonna put it in the newsletter. So, Shane, where do I go next? Shane!
Hey you. Are you watching on Twitch right now? If so, do you have an Amazon Prime account? Are you using your Twitch Prime subscription? If you have an Amazon Prime, you also have this. Maybe you just don't know how to use it. Maybe you're computer illiterate like me. That's fine. Here's how you do it.
Twitch subscribers get access to exclusive channels in our little Discord, as well as emotes in our chat.
So if you have a free Prime membership,
You may as well use it.
Yeah, that's great, Rebecca, but what if they're watching on YouTube? Hi, YouTube nerds. First off, we love you too. Secondly, have you checked out YouTube membership yet? YouTube members get access to all episode VODs after stream day, so you're never waiting around. Plus, you get access to behind the scenes videos, like our Campaign 2 Session 0, where we follow the party earlier in the day before they arrive at Fight Night in episode 1. Pretty freaking cool, right? And if you're in the stream, you get access to cool Venture Forth emojis exclusive to you, which is also pretty freaking cool. Don't you think? Scan this QR code here, or Shane, where'd you put it? Not on my face, right? Don't put it on my face. Or check out the link in the description below if you're interested. We really appreciate every single one of you. Enjoy the rest of the short rest. Bye, nerds.
as we return. Ramsey, the information comes to you along with the same telltale sensations, those same concepts and strange ephemeral sensations, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can come up with a better word.
That's fine.
Good one. They come along with the information, and you almost feel as well that this thing, it's almost in flux. Like it kind of, in many respects, defies a lot of the normal properties that you would associate with magical objects that you have encountered in your life. But as you finish receiving that information, you do look up, you see that briefest flash, that's a very good roll, the briefest flash, and then it is quickly covered up as he arches an eyebrow and, to your eyes, feigns confusion for a moment.
Have you encountered anything like this before, Ambassador?
No, this is entirely unique to me. Have you?
No, I haven't. Although the 14 sides are interesting, there is a theory, and I sort of look up to Vale over my shoulder, of 14 primal forces that would coincide with such a thing.
And the ambassador, kind of all eyes in the room turn to you, Mr. Vale, as he mentions that. Is that noticeable? I should ask that. Is it noticeable when you look over to Vale? Or is it a quick?
It's quick, but it could be noticeable. It's up to you. I mean, I would. It's just sort of like I'm muttering this like within the. I'm not like making a proclamation. I guess if that
so
matters.
I guess the only person who might clock that then is the ambassador, because he's like right next to you.
He's right with me.
So the ambassador's eyes turn to you and kind of go back and forth then between the two of you, and I'm unfamiliar.
And does he seem truthful? Does he seem like he's
make an insight check
telling Ramsey the truth?
Make an insight check. I mean, yeah, you guys all heard him just flat out deny it. So
you have to be kidding me.
So now I'm at 20.
It ain't that.
It's a little lower.
A little lower than that?
Yeah, it's a little bit.
8.
Yeah.
So as they're talking, that's like loud enough for everyone to hear that.
Yeah,
so
I think so.
So we can like, if we're staring at them and he goes, "I've never seen this before."
I mean,
like
yeah. Like, I mean, anybody can want anybody.
Okay.
I will say this: if anybody else wants to roll an insight check, go ahead and do it now.
I'm suspicious of this guy. I'm not good at this.
Yep.
He's so good.
Just not.
He's so good. That boy good.
Yeah.
Career politician.
This is a 10.
This is what he does.
Nothing. Face is blank.
I mean, yeah. You see the genuine look of sort of curious confusion, right?
You said the governor didn't do anything formally to activate this.
Not that I saw.
But it would appear, based on what I've been able to interpret.
Yeah, she would have had to have. That's curious.
She did activate it. She must have.
Well, she did. She was in the middle of explaining to me how she wanted me to see the properties of the object, so perhaps she did it intentionally without
I suppose it's possible.
What
Were you all able to figure out what the object is?
Of course, sorry. Well, seeing as I'm not from Blackrock, would you care to explain?
Neither am I. But I would love to.
Neither am I.
Interesting.
Are any of us really from Blackrock?
Yes.
Yeah, some people are. Suppose born here. Were you born here? Anyways, the object. Well, it's a lattice key. And as I say that, I'll sort of search to see casual, just a very general look of like if that means anything to anyone. Does anybody light up?
Have I ever heard that term?
Have I ever heard it? Or read it?
It doesn't exist here.
Lattice keys aren't real, they can't hurt you.
Wait. The lattice key, no. Sorry.
Okay.
Lattice key, no. You haven't heard that phrase.
But this object, have I seen it?
Seen things like it. Now that you've got a close look at it,
Okay.
you actually see what it is. You've seen, you've seen similar, viewed in fragments, but similar properties.
Would I have seen it in physical form, or would I have only ever seen it in drawing?
No, only ever seen similar patterns, and not in its entirety ever in life, like in real proximity to you. Make a, oh gosh, this was a while ago, but still.
Oh.
Make a history check for me.
Oh.
Do it.
That was a crazy one.
Went out of the box, but
Do you count it when it goes out of the
You
box?
specifically
I
don't
do.
count it out of the box,
that's
right?
true. That's true.
That's my rule. Is like
We gotta
if
get that
you're-
felt for the bottom, man. It keeps bouncing out.
Keeps bouncing out. I know.
If
dog.
you're an in the box person, it has to land in the box. If you're an out of
That's
the box
good to
person,
know.
that
I
is
am
my
an
rule
in the box
forever.
person.
You gotta make a call, and
I
that's
take
the call.
everything. I take it as it comes,
I
baby.
don't know if I've ever rolled out of the box. I can't remember.
I think
Yeah,
that's
he threw the dice.
Yeah,
back.
history.
Well, no,
17?
17.
I rolled it
Okay.
in the box and then realized it was bad and then threw it.
I see.
Phil.
Oh.
As you think back, now that you see it, and the combination of it and the cavern walls that you've seen over the last couple of days, and your recent revisit of certain things, you remember a few times throughout your tenure seeing things that probably you weren't actually kind of supposed to see, but glimpses of
Like walking through a room, seeing a yep.
nothing exactly like this, but similar markings, similar construction
In physical form or in
in physical form.
The good
And-
news. Oh, sorry.
And he would often speak about the attempts of trying to figure out something that no one had ever seen before, that was a mystery to even the most prominent minds in all of the institutions where you spent time. It was exciting and novel and accelerated certain elements of what happened towards the end. Pace of innovation.
The good news is that we've probably seen the last of this particular key summoning mist-born freaks into our midst.
This is a key?
Yes, it goes to a box of some kind.
Ah,
It can seal and unseal such a thing.
okay. And those why do you believe these are the last
Well,
that we have seen?
because when it activated, it signals all who are familiar with it, and they are free to appear before it. So
It acts as a beacon of sorts.
that's one way of putting it. I assume that those that would choose to appear have done so, and that, well, as long as no one else here intends to activate it, seeing as we all know what comes of that, we won't activate it again.
But-
So a concern of mine was that it would latently summon these creatures sort of just by being there, but...
How do you turn it off?
Well, it's only a momentary feature.
So if someone like presses the on button, or no buttons on the object, but an on state, he doesn't just stay on forever, and then this was just the first wave. There's not going to be like a second wave that comes?
No, not without a reactivation. And even then, it's possible that all who might come have. Because the only way it connects to you is if you've connected to it. So those creatures that appeared were familiar with it. They had spent some time with the object to attuned to it.
I should also clarify, the governor did tell me that she had never done this before. This was precisely why she wanted my, examination, to show me the effects of its usage and see if I could glean anything from it. But as she did so, you all saw the results.
It's odd, the governor didn't strike me as a fool. What a reckless
thing to do.
At a party.
Is this your field of study? Is that why you were called forward?
Yeah, I am, my position within the Starspower Collegium is, yes, related to magical artifacts, the study of magic, the study of, any number of, oddities, and, with, some of the, shall we say, cultural exchange that has been taking place from the broader world of Arestra, and viewpoints expanding beyond the horizons of Elbor in the wake of the end of the war. I've been stationed momentarily in Olgard, and as Westreach is attempting to reestablish relations, and I am facilitating that exchange.
Still kind of a far skip to end up inspecting an object, yes?
Well, yes, the governor has familial relations with... she has close ties to Westreach, let us put it that way.
I see. And she thought that Westreach would benefit from the understanding of this object?
I cannot be certain of her motives, only that she believed it to be outside of her realm of expertise. Understand there was not much, not much that she, told me ahead of time.
And what do you take from your investigations? We've heard what Ramsey took, but...
Well, it is a rather curious thing, as our friend has indicated. It would seem that it allows for someone to pinpoint its location, though those who have been familiar with it, but I'm not certain as to why.
And to find it to then open or close the thing that it opens or closes? Or both?
Do you know anything about this alleged chamber that it's supposed to open?
No. Not anything concrete, anyway.
Is that truthful?
No. No.
Go ahead and roll a deception check for me.
Natural 20.
Great, bang, bang! Let's go.
The dice are no longer
So that's
cursed.
like a 47.
All right.
Yeah.
For a total of? A lot?
Shit.
A lot.
Decent chunk. Just a 25.
We're just a happy side.
Wait, Okay, he's got to get a 25 to meet you.
Okay,
Or 20
I
to
haven't
meet
rolled
you.
yet. Okay.
A what?
19.
Wait, do you add anything or no?
I do, yeah.
Oh, you added it all.
Yeah.
Only gets to 24.
It only gets me to
God,
24. He
that's
rolled a
wild.
19.
Wow.
Yay!
Good job.
I did it!
Gosh, even I believe it.
Oh,
I know you were there.
Yeah, we know.
No,
he's
you're all
lying.
like,
did he forget?
We all
is
kind of
Ramsey really that stupid?
He forgot.
Oh, man.
I imagine I just put a hand on Bill's.
Yeah. Just a dumb.
I know he's a drunk, but
Was he drunk in the game?
Amazing.
I was.
right?
The ambassador looks to you and nods. Well,
Taggart's like,
yeah, right? Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's a
but
good
ain't
point.
nobody
he's-
fucking likes this guy.
Yeah,
that's right.
right.
This guy's an outsider among outsiders.
Oh, yeah.
The enemy of my enemy.
This is the friend.
At which point, hey,
the friend.
there you go.
Hey, let's go.
The ambassador, yeah, he says, well, in absence of any additional information about it, I suppose the question now is what is to be done with it? And
I believe Marianne had a wonderful suggestion of keeping it in the vaults.
yes, as a matter of fact, Marion, at which point she sort of slides off her little armchair. She comes over, she says, well, as it is my purview to hold on to the various valuable, it is a matter of fact, most of the governor's estate will be passing on to me. Not me, rather, but the vaults, where we can keep everything of value until such a time as a appropriate successor is installed, and then everything will be returned. So,
is there seeing as Bevrolda was the one who uncovered this, is there not some sort of appeal she can make?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bevrolda, as you mentioned that, she uncrosses her arms.
Vincent
and
too, I'm sure.
She's straight up. She says, with the death of the governor, that is my property. She took it on a ridiculous, and she looks over at all of the assembled council, a ridiculous overreach of the town charter, and you all know it. That belongs to me. At which point, Marion, she sort of gently crosses her hands. Bevrolda, dear, I am not one to... I have no desire to interfere or anything of that nature, but it must be said that well, this is the law here within Blackrock, and as such it should be taken care of. I understand that you are reticent to let it out of your sight, but it will be in safekeeping within the vaults. Name a safer place. And Bevrolda kind of like looks like, and you see her like that gets her. And Marion says, she says, tell you what, dear, I can, since it's going to be held within the vaults, I can put it with your other belongings, but I think it's safe to say that as a group, we agree that this should not necessarily be in the possession of any one individual at present.
It's certainly very dangerous.
Agreed. We don't want a reoccurrence of what we've seen outside. Yes, and she spreads her hands and looks at everybody.
I nod, yeah.
Speaking of reoccurrences, though, and I'm addressing the ambassador.
Okay.
You're well-traveled, no? From Olgard and Westreach?
Yes, of course. I've, in my time, traveled throughout.
But you're saying you've never encountered anything like this before? We can't be the only place encountering this. We're on the fringes. This is a magic that is clearly more powerful than most people encounter. You're an ambassador. You must have heard something.
Of course, I've heard much, but I'm far from omniscient, child. I have heard of much, but also it should be noted that Elbor is incredibly old, with a very storied history. Perhaps this is some remnant from the past. The land upon which we stand used to be connected to the main continent before Eldoria's intervention. This could be any number of things.
So you've never heard of this happening anywhere else? No word from Westreach that...
To my knowledge, no.
Will you stay in town longer in case there is word from... Maybe this was happening all over Elbor at the same time?
Well, I wouldn't be opposed to remaining for another day or two, but my tenure here was supposed to be, rather short, and I do have my duties to return to within Olgard.
And I want to also just, as I'm like pointedly asking him, I want to try and make an insight check, because I know that there are other chambers.
Okay.
Everywhere.
Yeah, you do.
So I'm like,
go ahead and
no one has mentioned that people from underwater blew up a thing and have relics that they shouldn't be touching with these keys. Ilya knows, but Ilya can't say anything. Kids these days.
Ilya can say something.
I love how you're asking the question. You're the only one who say that.
I've seen it.
You're the fucking liar.
Yeah.
You make a deception
There's a twin looking through everybody's minds trying to find these things. I don't know.
What's your roll?
18.
Oh,
he's sharp. So strong. He's just very good at his job person.
He's rolling very well, but he is a
steel trap.
Very practiced.
But he can stay in town for a couple days.
Yeah, he said he acquiesced to remain in town. ever the helpful ambassador.
Thank you.
Super helpful.
I feel like, we should make sure this doesn't happen again, just in case. I know you both said that there wouldn't be other waves, but there's always a possibility.
Sure. There's always a possibility. My concern, Marion, is that we are now without a leader. And I know that we will elect one and we will find the right fit. However, it seems like the council is large enough to be able to address the charter. And it might be wise to address the charter amongst a group before one all-powerful leader is established.
Yes, it's a wonderful suggestion, dearie, but as I said, we'll convene the full council. We'll infer exactly what it is we need to do within the confines of the town charter. And of course, we will have to inform the people of Blackrock that their leader has fallen. And a suitable replacement will have to be named. You make wonderful suggestions. All of this will be done. And she looks at the rest of the council members. Well, we shall probably need to call the council tonight. At which point Vincent kind of takes the pipe out. I reckon that's a good idea. Overalda, who is fuming, but is the concession to keep it with Overalda's stuff, at least,
Right.
has placated her for now. Also, just like general note, those of you who are from Blackrock know that Marion's counting house is the one that manages the vaults, which are it's within Highstone, and it is where anything of public property, as well as all of the elites. It's effectively a very secure bank.
Yeah.
Where everything is kept.
Yeah.
But
where there's a will, there's a way, especially for an object like this.
Yeah. So anyway, that's just context that you guys all know.
Question.
Yeah, of course.
How long has the conversation been? And is Ramsey still touching the object?
Oh.
I don't know if I'm.
Yeah.
It was on your team.
It hasn't been taken from you.
Yeah. I think I've sort of set up, but I've kind of held it at arm's length.
Is he attuning to it?
That was one thing I was going to ask, is if I could be. But
You
I
can
don't
try.
know. I would love to try.
You can try.
I would love to try.
Just casually be like,
Or at least
I'm not
familiarizing myself, because is that a different thing with this object? I'm not sure if I remember.
But attuning to it is how you know when it's being activated, not
And can
familiarizing.
teleport to
You
it.
can
Once
activate
you
it, and then you
familiarize-
familiarize yourself. Attuning to it familiarizes you with the
okay.
signature.
Okay. Because you don't have to be attuned to it to respond to it.
No, you can
Right.
unattune from it, but you
I
have,
have
to
to
be.
attune to become.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you
The
were
best
saying
analogy
19
is,
minutes.
once you attune to it, it's similar to a teleportation circle. Once you memorize the sigil, you know, and you can, but again, it requires it to be activated in order for you to know where it is. Like, you don't know where it is at all times, but it is effectively a,
Come to me.
it is a signaling mechanism of some kind.
But you need to be attuned to it to do that, to teleport to it.
You don't need to be attuned to it. You need to have attuned to it.
At some point.
Be familiar with its signature.
Yes.
Which are, well,
okay.
Slightly different
We'll
things.
see. We'll see where what the outcome there is.
Okay.
Because if I need to, I will. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know that you need to attune to it though, so I can't filibuster that conversation.
Sure.
So.
I mean, I don't know. You would notice that I'm still holding on to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And do I do I see you wanting to nonchalantly continue to hold on to it without anyone noticing that you're continuing to hold on to it?
I mean, that's pretty hard to say.
Sure. But can I tell that you want to continue to hold?
Knowing me, you would know something's going on with this thing, and that you would know at least. I haven't shared everything that I got.
Yes, definitely.
That would
definitely got that.
That would be a bunch.
So I would attempt to keep the conversation going as long as I needed to.
Okay, cool.
Dale, where are you in this?
I'm just standing.
He was
Okay.
on my shoulder. Yeah.
Okay, so Tackett, there is more that happened tonight, right? We've been in that room for hours. So what we now know? Okay, great. What happened to the governor? What's next? What happened after that?
Well, we were able to apprehend some individuals who, by all appearances, were hired. Oh, I can't imagine why. to retrieve it.
Retrieve this object.
Mm-hmm.
Hired by whom?
Man, this is tough. Does he say this in front of
Yeah,
everybody?
probably not. Or maybe he does.
Because
I don't know.
like everybody in here is technically like these are
This is
the
the
highest
leaders.
authorities here with the ambassadors there, and like I mean you guys already
would
know,
he just
but-
blame the lizard folk, right?
Yeah, that's
Well, also it's an ongoing investigation. He could,
there's also the element to consider of like
He knows we're not telling the truth?
He doesn't know there's a lot of currents.
There's a lot of
and
currents.
he's like, I don't know who, and like if he says it, yeah, he can't say it here because he doesn't know who to, he does not know who he can trust in this room.
Sure.
So you see him as he cuts his eyes at you. We're still trying to ascertain exactly what it is. They're a little tight-lipped, but a few days in the coin vault hold, and we're hoping that they'll loosen up. So
I see.
something we're still working on.
I see. I trust that
Sorry.
you'll be able to.
Everybody in this room is
Oh, no.
Oh no!
attacking my boy.
Yeah!
Another 9, dude. I've rolled a 19, an 18, and a 19.
God damn!
All right.
Let's go tack it,
Let's
my
go
guy.
tack.
So,
My
and
man.
I mean, like,
It's not that they won't talk, it's just that they won't shut up about literally nothing that matters.
I see.
um,
Well, you can only be
Very-
expected to do as
interesting
much as you
that
can.
Seth-
I caught his look.
yeah.
So I can say, well, you can only be expected to do so much with people like that.
Of course, and as I said, a few days, hopefully, of the dark of the holds beneath Highstone should
Of course.
hopefully make them relent and give us what we need. And he just very briefly makes eye contact with you.
It's interesting that so many should be interested in something like this without knowing where it. Well, I suppose some people might know where it goes, what it goes to.
I suppose the people who came to find it might know what it goes to.
Bafrolde,
That opens my missing box.
your missing box.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's stolen a box of yours as well?
Yes. Prior to the arrival of the lizard folk at my claim, there was, according to my foreman and many of the miners who found the chamber on my claim, said there was something there. Box.
Oh, I think we might have heard tell of a coffin, I think it was called. We didn't see it, of course, but heard that there was a coffin.
And, well, the lizard folk did what they did. You all arrived, and somewhere in all of that, it's in the wind.
Do you think the lizard folk took it?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out, but Tackett, and he shakes his head. Haven't heard anything from any of the other tribesfolk or anyone else for that matter. But whatever this goes to, it was in my claim, it's not anymore. And doesn't seem anybody knows where it is. Marion says, well, all the more reason to keep it safe then. Wouldn't want it falling into the wrong hands. And she walks over to you and holds out her hand for
Was
it.
that long enough?
Before she does, while he's still holding on to it, I'm like, oh, we should probably check if it has that poison residue, where you could only be in that. There was something at the claim where you could only hold it for 20 minutes.
We do know that people got ill.
So
There were people who
Vale.
got
As I've started to hold back.
Vale.
Oh yes, no, of course, you're right. How careless of me. I'm so sorry.
people,
Vale.
there
This
were
is
about
amazing. You
5
guys trying so hard to like prolong this.
There were about 5 individuals who perished, who saw this key. So it is true. Vale, would you like to ensure that it
is safe
not
to hold.
There was a magical sickness.
Wow, okay. Marion withdraws her hand as slowly as she looks at the object.
I mean, it is possible that it is causing some type of poison. I will say the governor did act strange. I mean, maybe I'm the only one who believes that, but was she appearing strange to anyone else?
You did talk with her at the party.
I wouldn't say I hold conversations with her daily, but there was an odd...
You see as the other... That's funny.
If we just sit for 19 minutes straight and don't move, and you just hold it.
Damn it. Vincent, actually, he takes a pipe from his mouth. Says, well, she been a little more touchy than usual lately. And you see as like everybody kind of turns to him. I mean, I don't know. She just, well, the governor's was very intelligent woman, but I don't know. My last few interactions with her were, let's just say she was acting maybe a little odd, and he kind of, you see as he kind of searches for the word. Paranoid, maybe? Anyone else? And you see as...
Just run that clock. Yeah.
It's so funny. It's literally like in my secrets. Damn it!
Yeah, we asked a good question.
You asked a very good question. And you see as Bevralda kind of like looks over. She turns to Dargo. She says, Dargo, any comment on the subject? And
she hates this man.
She hates him so much. Yes, the governor has been little more precautious than typical over the last several weeks. She's been short with the staff, and most of the upper floors have been off limits to everyone except myself and a few of the more trusted lieutenants. She seemed worried about something. But I'm her chief of security, not her confidant. So I don't know. And that's like, it's prying teeth to get it out of him. He does not like sharing this information, but given the circumstances.
Yeah. Ambassador, when she called you, she just wanted you to look at this. What was the nature of her inquiry?
Yes, it was having to coincide with it was rather fortuitous. I was the first sprouting celebration, of course, was a reasonable excuse to have me arrive, but we hadn't spoken in some time, and she, well, came upon this object, from what I understand, approximately 2 weeks ago, and sent me a missive in Olgard, asked if I wouldn't be opposed to taking a visit, speaking on other things of interest, including, well...
Including?
Blackrock is a growing place, and the governor was interested in understanding the current climate in Westreach, the appetite for additional trade, and also was inquisitive as to what has been gleaned about all of the new horizons we find around us. It's a new, wide world, after all. And there have been exchanges, some clashes. As I said, it's an interesting time, and she wanted to speak about any number of topics, I'd imagine, but unfortunately we never got the opportunity. I only really arrived late yesterday evening, so...
Have you been staying here?
Yes, the estate room, but the governor was preoccupied with the preparations for this evening.
Well, I think it's worth saying that, despite this little artifact's likelihood of being quite valuable, depending on what is to be done with it. Even if its propensity is only for that of summoning all manner of wicked beasts. The matter of safety exceeds whatever financial value can be extracted from this. And whatever all of your interests are in the various excursions and explorations done in Blackrock, this thing is not worth risking all the lives of people here to those creatures.
Or to the poison that it could be
Emanating.
But it does take Vale about half of an hour to run his investigations to ensure that it's not poisonous. If you could give him the moment of time to.
That
was rough.
Also,
What's your charisma bonus?
Not
Oh man, yeah. I'm gonna say, oh man, and
that high.
that's
Maybe
gonna
roll an
be.
natural 20.
Poison or diseases?
Go to make a deception check
God.
for me.
Because I've been rolling.
I'm gonna say this is like you have a very high DC because the ambassador's acutely
Right,
aware of what magic
He
is.
does,
So
yeah.
like,
So,
Well,
like,
he
does
just
he
identified
know?
it's a stretch.
Yeah.
So he.
Does he realize what Ramsey could
Does
be
he
doing?
realize what he's trying to do?
Hey!
I mean, we all kind of.
Yeah.
Does he care?
Yeah, he probably doesn't care.
You don't know.
It's one key for one chamber.
Nope.
I'm just some guy.
Just some guy.
I'm just some guy.
He's the ambassador's just some guy.
And he turns to you. What manner of process is this? I'm unfamiliar with. Well, it should be a relatively simple matter, should it not?
Well, he is from the Githgear.
Quite a bit of tradition involved. It's not all necessarily part of the function.
You want me to check it?
Please. I should hazard it should be as expedient as possible, considering that if it is poison, well, everyone in this room is at risk, so you should do your best to make it fast.
Okay.
What is Vale gonna do? So exciting. Poor Rodney.
There's so many, like, weird things going on in this room right
so like gradually getting more anxious now. Like this still is
Just
keenly
sweat.
aware. Yeah.
now. All right, Vale, what do you do?
Ramsey, how do you feel? You feel okay?
Well, it's been quite the evening, Vale, so I appreciate you. Oh, do you mean... Sorry.
Do you feel sick or infected?
Do I look it?
No. I
And
don't know if I would see it. No.
Could wait until you grow an extra
And
tentacle
I
out of your
touch
face.
it,
Uh-huh.
and I, my finger alights,
Okay.
and it transfers to the object, to the lattice key,
Uh-huh.
and it gets bright for a second,
Mhm.
and that's it. That's all it does. Effectively, what I have done is cast Lesser Restoration because I don't have the ability to do what they want me to do right now. And I'm trying something to look like it. And as it alights, I step back. Put that down. It's
I think it's imperative that I hang on to it, Vale.
Oh my god.
Dropping it might, you know...
Put that down.
Right.
keep it.
It's not the same as the one we saw with the
I didn't see one.
I saw.
Tackett moves across the room and he walks, he closes the distance and he gets really close to you and he kind of looks around the room and he's like, will somebody mind getting me a drink? And
Thank God.
and he everybody and and he looks over at Vincent and he's like, Vincent, would you? And Vincent's like, all right. Anybody else?
Me.
And Vincent kind of turns and then Tackett kind of, what the fuck are you guys doing? I don't know. What's the play?
I'm so confused.
Phil, I think less speaking is better for you at this moment.
I'm trying not to talk.
Yes, well, you don't have to.
made me talk.
You're a green...
You made me talk. You just put them...
You're a stringy green monster. Just wave your arms around.
You're trying to do something. What are you trying to do?
I can't help you if I don't know what you're doing.
I'm trying to familiarize myself with the object in the case that it is activated again.
All right. And he turns and he looks to the room. He says, well, as our two companions here finish, perhaps we should move on to a subject of importance, which is, and he kind of turns to you guys. He says, thank you.
Don't hold it there. Move your hand up, around, there. Don't move.
And he sort of, take your time. We're the council members. If you could join us. And he walks over towards like the area where Vincent is getting drinks, and you see some of the council members stand up. And you hear as he says out loud, "Captain, would you mind sending one of your few of your men into town, see if you can locate the other members of the council, tell them that we need to convene at the governor's residence immediately. It's we're calling an emergency council session." And the captain nods and he walks out, and then kind of movement starts to happen in that respect. You see some coin clubs go out. Tackett turns to the other council members as they kind of gather close together and leave you guys alone for the moment.
Just keep waving your hands as if you're doing something, but don't say anything.
And maybe next time tell me to put it in a spot that's more comfortable to hold.
Just keep waving your hands like you're doing something.
I'm using my body to block.
Okay.
And I'm staring at the council, but I'm using my body to stand in front of them.
Don't say anything. You're doing wonderful. Just keep doing that.
And as you guys do whatever you're doing,
should we make a sound?
No.
All right.
You take a few minutes. Just roll a performance check just for kicks. This is just for me.
Does Ramsey get to roll?
Yeah, sure. Group performance check between the two of you idiots.
Okay.
17.
Okay. Dale?
No, you're not downloading something right now. Get.
Bale's so good at this.
Today it might be okay.
Performer.
Come on, Bale. My main.
This is the best lying he's ever done in this whole campaign.
Oh,
guys.
wow.
I'm so proud
it's
of
a
him.
13.
Okay.
This is his best line.
13, 17,
Yeah. Excellent. You two do that.
Great.
Whatever
And
that
you attempt to stall for time as you performatively examine this object. You see the council members have one moved away in an amount of, what's the word I'm looking for? An abundance of caution at the risk that perhaps it is in fact poisoned or emitting whatever
we
disease.
already agreed that the governor has been acting weird.
The governor's been acting weird. So they are kind of like sitting around holding, drinks as they are discussing what to do. You hear elements of you hear them talking about what the town charter says. There's a lot of discussion about we'll have to review the documents. We haven't really looked at it in a long time. We'll have to see if there's any clauses in there for specifically how this goes. And then it kind of moves on to the announcement. How do we announce? And you hear that conversation kind of go. And
we're on the out. We're not part of the meeting, so
the
we're
parlor's, the parlor's also pretty big. You guys, the parlor's probably
this is a council. They're having their council.
They're they're all standing in their little cabal, having a quiet discussion, and honestly, away from you guys, privately, because you guys are not council members.
We're
we're not.
And that's not really your guys' lane, so to speak. So they kind of start moving on to other subjects as you guys are starting to do that. You hear them basically confirm that they will meet and convene tonight. And you also hear that they make a determination that the announcement will be made in the morning.
Yep.
There is ultimately saying it tonight especially with the first sprouting celebration. The whole town is inebriated probably right now. Yeah. It's not a good time. It would only bring down and potentially cause issues. There's also some other considerations that they have. It's basically how do we break the news to everybody? Yep. Tonight's probably a bad night. We'll do it first thing in the morning. And a lot of those logistics are talked about over the course of the next few minutes. you complete your attunement.
Yes!
Nice.
Something happened to me. Am I okay?
Start cackling.
Summons more
there's the other side of
creatures
that.
by accident.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Technically, you can unattune from it.
Nothing happens. But as you do complete that connection, there is a immediate sense that this is different than anything you've ever done this with before. And you also know, through a combination of your identify and now your attunement, this object really can't be classified into any one school of magic. It vacillates and shifts between all of them at once. And much like a song that you know by rote, you can pull out at any time, there is a familiarity that enters into your mind, and you know through magic that if this were to be activated, you would know where it was.
All right, well, you can tell everyone it's not poisonous now.
It's okay. It's clear.
Hmm.
No poison.
Could I have been watching the ambassador?
He's been watching you guys the whole
Yeah.
time.
Of course he has.
Of course. So he knows exactly what, but he didn't say.
He's just sitting
nothing.
on, he went over and he sat down on the couch and he's been looking at you guys. And he hasn't said anything.
That's great.
Interesting.
He's just,
He's like, these bumbling idiots. How did they?
he doesn't raise any objections.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Weird.
Point out anything about
Because he could
the
have.
ruse.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah.
And as your attunement ends, or over the course of those next about 10 minutes,
Okay.
the council, you hear kind of the conversation wrap up. As Marion steps forward, well, it's safe to take.
Yes, but
Wonderful.
yes, do see that it is safely put
course.
away.
The entire town of Blackrock trusts me with their most valuable possessions. I'll be sure that it goes into, and she turns and looks up, Bevralda's things, and it will be there, safe, until such a time as, well, we can determine exactly what it is and what import it has for our little town.
Wonderful. Well, that is all we know. So if that is all, we will let you get back to your council meeting.
Thank you all very much. You've all been very helpful. And, well, I hope you enjoy whatever is left of the celebration.
First sprouting, none of us will forget, I'm sure.
Not anytime soon, dear.
We'll take our leave. Thank you. And best of luck as you do what you must.
Well, of course I feel this goes without saying, but it's probably best that you keep the news of the events tonight to yourselves. We'll see how fast it takes things to get out of Blackrock tonight, but, well, suffice it to say that Mr. Tackett here, and he is towering over her. He says, between Mr. Tackett and, well, the pressures of our wondrous council, hopefully there'll be no loose lips tonight.
Well, I heard an inspiring rumor that the Veil secreted the governor away in safety, and who knows in the coming days if she'll die to her injuries. But for the time being, she's somewhere safe.
Of course. And she kind of looks up at you appreciatively. So that was... And she kind of cuts herself off.
I have a few tricks in my arsenal.
Well, the council appreciates whatever aid you can provide.
We have no wishes
please.
to involve ourselves any further in this issue.
Well, there's still a lot to do, so feel free to go, unless I'm mistaken, Master Tackett. And Tackett, thank you all for your help.
You know where to find us, Tackett, if you need anything else.
Of course, I know where to find you.
Yes, we've got that other thing to talk about as well, so.
Why don't we escort our guests?
Yeah.
Our guests?
You are my guest.
Oh, yes. Well, one of you get my shoes.
No.
Why not? I'm your guest.
You were his valet. You should take your own shoes.
Yes, but they're so gross now.
I don't want to touch that. Just walk away. Touching that.
As you guys exit the manor of the governor's man.
As we walk out, I'm gonna like elbow Shaw.
Yeah.
Do you understand what happened in there?
Not in the slightest.
Okay. Me either.
Some shindig.
Shall we continue to ours and maybe we can find out what Ilya got up to?
Yeah.
Obviously, there's more to say as well.
Yes. Come along.
And you leave the governor's mansion, bound back out of Highstone. We'll see what you get up to next time.
Oh, man.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed watching as much as we did playing. We'll see you next time. Bye, Venturers.
Bye,
Venturers. What's up, Venturers? It's your friendly neighborhood editor, Shane, just finishing off this episode. Thank you again for being here for us. Welcome back to the show. I know it was a difficult 2 weeks, but you made it through, and now we're back with a vengeance. So catch us next week for another new episode. We also have some really exciting Hero Forge giveaways coming up, so keep an eye out for those. Those are going to be during the stream, so you're going to have to tune in. I think it's only going to be on Twitch, so keep your eyes peeled for those. Sorry, YouTube folks. It's just giveaways are hard to organize, so that's where we're at right now with all of that. But we also have some very exciting stuff coming up in the very near future, and I really can't wait to share it once people give us permission to share it. I really can't wait. It's very exciting. Please, if you have the means, go support us on Patreon. Go support us on YouTube memberships. Go support us with a Twitch Prime subscription. And if nothing else, please do hit that like button and that subscribe button and that bell icon. And if you're on YouTube, you can hype us, but only on the mobile app. Why do they make it so difficult? Everything. There's just so many ways you can do things. And many of them are free. And to be honest, anything you can do is a huge help. So please do help us with that. Because, man, I'm so tired. Gen Con really wore me out. I got a cold. It's, jeez. But thank you all again. And we'll see you in the next one. Take care, Venturers.